Hi, and welcome to the Balancing Act Orlando, Daytona, Melbourne edition. I'm Montel Williams. We're bringing you community stories and introducing you to the businesses and people who are making a difference. So let's see who's making a difference right here in your neighborhood.
On this episode of The Balancing Act, community health services for everyone. Legal advice not to be missed. Learn about the latest education tools for young children. Help for cancer patients you have to see to believe. Creating easy, delicious meals, finding the right mattress, plus lots more. Today on The Balancing Act.
People experiencing hardship often don't know where to turn. Here's some ideas.
Did you know that there's high-quality health care at affordable prices right here in Osceola County? It's true.
So we are Osceola Community Health Services. We are a network of community health centers located throughout Osceola County. And we provide care to insured, uninsured, and underinsured. And our goal is to provide quality access to care to everyone who needs care within the community. And so we are strategically located to make sure that we're reaching the community that we need, that is in need, and that we are providing the quality care that the citizens deserve.
In addition to health care, we have a phone-to-home program that helps those patients in need with food, housing, and that person is in charge of connecting with community partners to try to get them, scheduled and where the areas that they're in need of.
Their patient-centered care model is supported by a team of healthcare experts.
We have a dedicated group of quality providers who are here because they believe in our mission. And so we have providers who are board certified and those who could be anywhere else and work anywhere else, but they choose to work with us because they believe in the patients that we serve and the value that we give to the community. And so we have doctors, we have obstetricians, we have primary care providers, we have dentists, we have psychiatrists, psychologists, so a full range of provider types.
This is important because it helps coordinate patient care, so the patient develops their own personal relationship with a provider, a nurse, a patient representative, and an MA. I've enjoyed my time being a patient as well as an employee with Osceola Community Health Services. I've coordinated my care. I've had a provider, which consists of the primary care medical home model, which has allowed me to make sound decisions.
So we actually have 10 locations throughout the county, and at those locations we provide primary care for newborn to older adult. But if we're not located, we do have the vouchers. We have a mobile unit that we go out into the communities, and we have a vehicle that we will provide transportation to patients to and from their appointments. So there are patients who have insurance that we see, and we accept all major insurances, Medicaid, Medicare. There's a group of patients who may have insurance, but it doesn't cover all of their services. So we make sure that those services are provided. And then we have a group of people who do not have insurance at all, and we provide care based on their ability to pay.
So why is this important? Because emergency room alternatives save money. In recent years, the average cost of an ER visit was over $6,000.
A lot of times patients use the hospital, they're going there for just a simple cold. When they can come to us, we can treat that.
We pride ourselves in being the best that we can, and we really focus a lot on quality, and we feel that quality is important for everyone.
For more information about Osceola Community Health Services, visit osceolahealthcare.org or go to our website, thebalancingact.com.
When legal aid is required, what you need most is someone you can trust, as we find out in this next story.
Not every fender bender or slip and fall is a 6 or 7 figure case, but you want to be treated fairly and honestly. That's when it's time to call Brooke Boltz at Boltz Legal.
The type of law that I handle is the traditional auto accident type case, personal injury type case, on which we're trying to recover fair and full compensation from the at-fault driver. And I also represent homeowners who have been unfairly denied or underpaid by their insurance carrier and help them to try to recover enough to make the repairs that are necessary to their home. So when I first started my firm, we had very humble beginnings. We started in my home in a spare bedroom, And I had my mom, who's now my office manager, was there with me as my legal assistant, and myself in a spare bedroom. And as we started to hire more people, we outgrew the spare bedroom, and so I actually had to move my personal desk into my closet. And after about a year of working out of the home, we were thankfully able to upgrade into our beautiful office we have now.
Brooke believes in thinking outside the box.
I used to want to be a famous singer, but then I realized I'm much better at arguing. Well, the iconic movie Legally Blonde says that law school is for people who are boring, ugly, and serious. So to differentiate myself, I just try to not be those things. So I just am constantly thinking about my cases and what the best strategy is. And no matter how difficult a certain case may seem, I have always found that I find some strategy to reach the end goal that we're trying to accomplish. The cases that I handle are on a contingency fee basis, which means that my clients do not pay me out of pocket for my services. So I get paid at the end of the case when the case resolves, and the money that I recover comes from insurance companies.
One of the mottos at Boltz Legal is fear no storm.
When our clients come to us, they've been through a stormy experience. Sometimes it's a physical or emotional storm, such as an injury, and other times it's an actual storm, like a hurricane. And so they feel hopeless up against these major insurance companies. And so at Boltz Legal, our motto is to fear no storm, because we're there for them and we help take them through this difficult experience. For the first part of my legal career, for almost 10 years, I worked for insurance companies. And now I work against them on behalf of the consumers. So that background that I have, having worked for the insurance companies, really helps me to have a holistic approach and to understand both sides of the case. If you have some sort of damage to your home that you think might be an insurance claim, I highly recommend you contact an insurance attorney before making that first call to the insurance company. Insurance policies are dozens of pages long. Many people don't read them carefully or even understand what they say. And so speaking with an insurance attorney can help you to understand whether you have an insurance claim or not, and help to guide you on how the best process is to pursue that claim.
So while they can't promise the results of a case, they can help deliver the best possible outcome.
When you're deciding on a law firm to hire, consider whether you want to be the small fish in a big pond or the big fish in a small pond. At Boltz Legal, our clients are big fish.
For more information about Boltz Legal Services, visit boltzlegal.com or go to our website, thebalancingact.com.
Education is always evolving. Let's see some of the innovations that are helping our kids learn better.
When the focus on learning becomes how you are smart, rather than how smart you are, the possibilities for growth are endless. This is especially true in how we educate our children.
So when you're looking at how a child is smart, we do a lot with multiple intelligence. And so we're looking at the different ways that you can attribute your uniqueness, whether it's word smart, picture smart, body smart. And if I understand that's how you're smart, then I can teach you the way you learn best. So when you look at education, you know that everybody comes from different backgrounds, they come from different experiences. And when we don't present things in a way that is specific to individuals, then you're missing the picture with a lot of children. So you have kids that are doing really well, and you have kids that are suffering, but sometimes it's just because they haven't had experience.
The common misconception is that all children learn the same way. In reality, it's best to teach them in the way that they learn, and there are different learning styles that are well documented by the experts.
You have children that are naturally athletic, they are body smart. You have kids that are very oral and can communicate really well. Well, they're word smart. You have kids that make friends well and good socializers, they're people smart. You have kids that are very quiet into themselves, where they're self-smart. So when you understand that, you can teach and deliver information in different different modalities so that you help kids understand their information that they're learning. So what's that going to look like? Well, you know, if they're music smart, we're going to have some music and rhythm and rhyme in all that they do. Maybe they're learning chants when they're doing different understandings about, you know, parts of speech or things like that. Or maybe let's say we're talking about verbs, and we might say verbs. They're an action word. They're an action word, it's a verb. And we might list some verbs. And you think that, like, are they really getting this? But they absolutely get it. We had one, for example, from math, it was a first grade classroom. They were learning about different shapes and the sides. So they said shapes and the sides. A triangle has 3 sides. A square has 4 sides. And they're just going down, you know? But then you walk away from that, those kids are going to remember that forever because they know, like, the chant or the song. I mean, I remember even with myself, the way I learned how to spell the word friends was from an old school Ronald McDonald album. That's back in, I mean, I'm dating myself, but I learned how to spell friends. It was like friends, F-R-I-E-N-D. And there are still times when I'm typing and I might say, oh, your friends, F-R-I-E-N-D. I still do that as an adult. So imagine what that does for kids when they can still go back to those things even later in their life, and they can pull on those because that was a connection that was made.
Their name says it all. The bigger your roots, the deeper they go. Dr. Kennedy explains.
At Deeper Root Academy, our focus is on just making sure that we provide a safe place for children to learn and grow and to make connections. That's a big missing piece, what I see with a lot of children. They're not really connected with their learning, and that's where the name Deeper Root actually came from. We have our on-campus platform, and we have DRA Live at Home. Our DRA Live at Home is a virtual program with their actual classroom teachers, and they're on for about 4 hours a day with breaks in between doing their core curriculum. And we're still infusing it with all types of excitement and different modalities because we know that kids learn in different ways. And then we provide that same support for our students that are on campus that get that unique environment of having that small classroom structure. What parents have to do is really be educated on how to interact with their children. So we have classes and workshops for parents to help them understand, how do you learn as a parent? Because then you're going to parent that child the way that you learn. And so sometimes there's a rub when they're working on homework and things like that. And it's like, well, you know, they learn a little different from you. So it's really about educating parents and then supporting that child and who they are and not comparing them to anyone else, not their sister or their brother. It's how they are and how they're unique, and celebrate that uniqueness.
Why is this important? Because the greatest impact for learning is between birth and 4 years old.
This is a time where a lot of times, you know, kids aren't really being talked to because you think they don't understand, but exposing them to vocabulary and talking to them about everything. And that's what we try to tell parents. You want to make sure, because their brains are developing so rapidly, but there's little synapses that are being created. And every time a connection is made, they get more connections. So imagine a child that is spoken to all the time. They're in a vocabulary-rich environment. They're going places, and you don't have to spend a lot of money. I'm talking, go to the library, go to the park, you know, do things like that. You'll see these kids flourish a lot more rather than you have a child that wasn't really spoken to that much, didn't really have many experiences. And it doesn't mean that after 4 you can forget it. You know, you can still create those connections, but it's easier for them when they move into other languages and different concepts about numbers and relationships when they've had that exposure early, because they have an automatic reference bank. We start with very young children, you know, 6 weeks, all the way up through 8th grade. And I mean, that's a big generation that we're servicing, but we're able to do it uniquely. And I just love seeing how we can partner even our older students. They partner with younger students. They have buddies, and we have buddies when they go to chapel, and they have lunch with their buddies once a month, and their buddies invite them to their class and things like that. So we're not just teaching them education and learning models and things that they need to know. We're also teaching them life skills and teaching them how to be good people, you know, and really developing their character. And that's really important, especially in our world. We need people with good character, you know, and who have the creative ability to be able to be who they are.
For more information about Deeper Root Academy, visit deeperrootacademy.org or go to our website, thebalancingact.com.
The work undertaken by Family Services can have a huge impact. just like our next story.
When Rusty Boissoneault died from Hodgkin's disease in 1971 at just 23, his best childhood friend vowed to dedicate his life's work to providing the best cancer care possible. Meet Dr. Norman Anderson.
Although they tell me I'm the CEO of the Robert Boissoneault Oncology Institute, I would prefer to be considered the father of the Institute. We provide radiation oncology for cancer patients, and this advanced technology is many times coupled with surgery and medical oncology, which includes both chemotherapy and immunotherapy. And so the standard of care with this approach is to use small amounts of radiation once a day, 5 days a week, over an extended period of time. We find that for malignant melanoma, it literally doesn't work. It's resistant to radiation. It's like water on a duck's back. But magically, if you treat this cancer twice a day with lower doses each time, now something that was radiation resistant becomes extremely sensitive, and our control rate in the area of disease that we treat is virtually 100%. What's even more amazing, that had never been seen in the medical literature before, is that an immune response occurs. That is, areas of this same disease located elsewhere actually disappear without ever being treated with radiation.
Dr. Anderson believes that cancer is almost never a one-person disease. It's a family disease.
And although the patient goes through the physical and the emotional trauma of a malignancy, the support structure also goes through trauma, primarily emotional. And the impact of treatment should not only address the patient, but should address all of that support structure.
Also important, treating the whole person, not just the diagnosis. His team uses the latest in science and technology.
We want to take sophisticated technology in science, and we want to couple it with sensitivity. And when you do that, new ideas happen. In addition to that, we have 13 physics staff members in our practice, 3 of whom are PhD physicists, and they literally hover over the treatment every time it's given. By doing so, it leads into us being accredited by the American College of Radiology. We have been accredited by that board for 25 years continually. And the reason why is because the quality of care that we deliver.
They have a full-time staff dedicated to every patient's comfort and support.
In our practice, we have personal patient and support structure counselors who are available not only during the course of treatment, but for any length of time after the treatment is done. And we offer that without cost. When you come through the front door, I've had patients tell me after their first contact, they thought they were in the wrong office. This could not possibly have been a medical practice. Our staff tell future staff members that we want every person coming through the front door to be treated like family, because sooner or later, the person coming through the front door will be your family.
So what would Dr. Anderson's best friend, Rusty, think about all this?
Rusty, as well as every other cancer patient who requires radiation oncology, should be provided the most sophisticated technology available. But it should be offered in an environment that is comforting, secure, reassuring, and caring. Because when you think about it, that's what best friends do for each other all the time.
For more information about the Robert Boissoneault Oncology Institute, visit rboi.com or check out our website, thebalancingact.com.
Look, you know I love eating fresh, healthy meals, but who has time to cook?
That's right. And these days, who really wants to shop for all those ingredients? Well, we have the solution. It's called Rebuilt Meals, and I love what they write here. Cook less, live more.
Oh, yeah.
At Rebuilt Meals, we cook, prepare, portion, and home deliver ready-made meals for our clients. Our goal is to cook less and live more, and that really allows our clients to do whatever they want to do and not have to cook.
Rebuilt Meals home delivers healthy and nutritious meals statewide. No cooking, no prepping, just heat and eat.
So the misconception about healthy meals not having any flavor can be true for some companies, but not for Rebuilt Meals. You know, our culinary team and our executive chef Matthew spend a lot of time to figure out what components and ingredients can make our meals taste delicious, but still maintain their macro balance. We pride ourselves on having the largest variety of meals in the entire country. I say that without hesitation. We really want to be able to suit everyone's needs, and that's a difficult thing to do. So we have, one of our plans is gluten, dairy, and soy free. Then we have our keto. We have our plant-based plan, which is vegetarian and vegan friendly. We have our traditional plan, and then we also have kids meals. And we have an a la carte plan, which you can order from around 50 items by the pound and portion to fit your exact macro needs. So we don't do things the easy way. We have a rotating menu. So our menu has 30 plus new items every single week.
There are lots of plans to choose from on their website, and the menu changes every week.
We have 6 different meals for each one of our meal plans. We use 3 base proteins: beef, turkey, and chicken. We don't use seafood in our meals, but we have an amazing variety because every single week there's different recipes for those 3 base proteins. But we don't limit it by which plan you order. So you can order our traditional plan, but order meals from Performance. You can mix and match however fits your needs, whatever you see is most exciting on the menu for you, and then choose your meals every single week to have the most control of your plan. So we have our culinary team over here in Tampa, and led by our executive chef Matthew. We have a meal that will really fit your needs, and let's show you how we do it.
Beef.
Little salt.
Little salt, give it the extra flavor we need. So now that we've got the color on the beef, I can turn the heat down a little bit. And we'll just let this go until the beef is finished cooking.
And just like that, dinner.
Wow, this is so good. And they ship throughout Florida.
I like the corn zucchini fritters.
I'm looking at this fennel-infused chicken.
Can't eat it together.
Nice.
I love it. For more information about Rebuilt Meals, go to rebuiltmeals.com. And of course, you can go to our website. What is it?
Of course, thebalancingact.com.
You know, there's nothing better than a good night's sleep, but how do you ensure you're getting all your Z's? Having the right mattress can make all the difference. Dr. Dennis Schmaltzy is here from Emma Mattress to explain how their award-winning innovative mattress is helping folks around the globe sleep better. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Hello.
Thanks for being here. Okay, so let's talk about this razzle-dazzle mattress. Okay, so it looks comfy.
It is very comfy.
All right, so tell me a little bit of the science behind it.
And it's built to support every body type. So it's not too firm, not too soft. It comes with climatization built in. It has a cooling top layer, and it is coming with a no motion transfer technology so that you don't feel your partner twisting, turning. So it has everything built in for a good night's sleep.
And it's important to sleep in our lives. A lot of people don't put priority on that anymore. It's just so many health benefits behind it.
The sleep is so important for learning, for your immune system, and by now we even understand that dreaming is very important for emotional health. So really, you want to make sure you get a great night's sleep and a great mattress.
So when you talk about the coolness behind it, what does that mean? That you don't feel that heat sometimes that somebody feels in that bed?
I mean, we're here in Florida, right? During summer, I guess it can be very hot. So you definitely don't want to wake up during the night because you're sweating and you're overheating. So what we've done, we've included a foam layer that's ergo-cell foam that is very breathable and makes sure that you always stay cool.
And then when the body basically lies down, it basically just kind of sinks in?
Yes, absolutely. You have this effect that the body is really sinking into the mattress, but at the same time, that's very important, the body is very well supported so that you never get up in the morning and feel any back pain, but you're sleeping very ergonomically the whole night.
I just thought of an idea. Let's put it to the test. Want to do that?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so I'm going to really surprise someone. Gina,
come over here. She's our makeup artist. She's like, what? Oh, come on. You and I were talking a few weeks ago, and you told me you can't stand your bed anymore, right?
That's true.
Okay, you're not sleeping well?
No.
So, what do you think?
Oh, it's good. Let me see.
Put the pillow, yeah. How is it?
Oh, that feels amazing.
Yeah? Not too soft?
No, it's
Not
perfect.
too hard?
No, it's perfect.
I feel like Goldilocks.
It's just right. I got the hair.
How do you sleep? Do you sleep on the back or on the side?
Usually on my side.
You want to turn over to maybe face this side?
Okay.
Maybe I correct the pillow a little bit. Yes. So what is very important for a great mattress and for great sleep is that you sleep ergonomically. And that part is that your spine is straight. And that's what we achieve with the Emma mattress. And that is something we achieve for any body type. So irrespective of how tall, how big you are, the Emma mattress supports you always well.
And that alignment of the spine is important because, and I think this is true, where studies have shown when you are aligned, there's less I guess lower back, upper body pain, right?
Exactly, absolutely, that's correct. And that is so important. Combined with like the cooling function plus the no motion transfer technology, you will have an awesome night.
This is, Gina, you awake?
I was kind of falling asleep.
Better than yours at home?
Oh, absolutely.
You consider getting it?
Yes.
Look at that.
Yes.
She's so comfortable, she doesn't want to move.
But I got to get back to it.
That's okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
I
very
appreciate it. All right, so if somebody gets the bed, what's it like? How is it delivered? How do I put it together? So many questions. If I don't like it, can I return it?
It's super easy. So really, we want to take all the hassle out of this process of buying a great mattress and getting good night's sleep. So you get it shipped for free to your doorstep. You have a 100-night trial, risk-free with a money-back guarantee. So if it doesn't fit during the 100 nights, you just call us. We'll pick it up for free.
I know it's designed in Europe but made in America, which I love.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
The American mattresses are made in the US, but we're selling actually to over 20 countries, and we are the most sold mattress in a lot of them, and have won tons of awards, actually more than 25 awards by now, for being one of the best tested mattresses in a lot of countries based on the consumer organization.
All right, doctor, I want to try it out. And by the way, before I tell you what I think, do you get feedback from people?
That's one of the best things. When you hear from customers that we changed their lives, so that's what we work for, what I work for. That's awesome, yeah.
This is really great. And you know what? A good bed can make all the difference. Great stuff. All right, so for our viewers who'd like more information, where can they go?
emmamattress.com/lifetime.
emmamattress.com/lifetime. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Gina, I think you got one for your house. And for our viewers, you can go to our website, thebalancingact.com. I know Gina's on it. She's already going emmamattress.com.
Thanks so much for joining us on this local edition of The Balancing Act. We'll see you next time.